Royal insiders have confirmed that Queen Camilla has received a heartbreaking diagnosis from her doctors, one that has forced her to drastically step back from public duties and rethink her future role within the monarchy. While the palace remains characteristically tight-lipped about the full details, sources close to the royal family have described the news as life-altering and deeply tragic. Camilla, who had embraced her role as queen consort with newfound confidence following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II and the ascension of King Charles III, was beginning to win over public opinion. Once a figure of controversy, she had gradually earned respect as a steady presence beside the new king. But now, her strength is being tested in an entirely different way, this time by a personal battle with her health. The timing of the diagnosis has only added to the emotional weight. With King Charles also navigating health concerns of his own, it's a difficult chapter for the royal couple. But while Charles has continued limited royal duties, Queen Camilla's situation seems more severe, one that could potentially alter her ability to continue as a public figure at all. Multiple royal engagements have been cancelled or reassigned to other members of the royal family in recent weeks. Observers noted Queen Camilla's absence from several key events, sparking questions that were initially met with silence. Now, it's becoming clear that these absences were not coincidental. Camilla has reportedly been advised by her doctors to avoid stress, limit travel, and prioritize treatment and recovery. Behind closed doors, she has already begun saying quiet goodbyes to certain responsibilities, ones that she had embraced wholeheartedly when stepping into her role as queen consort. This isn't a dramatic abdication or a royal scandal. It's a slow, emotional farewell to the public duties she once approached with such dignity and resolve. A decision made not out of choice but of necessity. Queen Camilla is now transitioning into a more private existence, one dictated by medical realities rather than royal traditions. Inside the palace, emotions are running high. King Charles, already emotionally and physically burdened with his own health worries, is reportedly devastated by Camilla's diagnosis. Palace aides have described him as being deeply shaken and more protective of Camilla than ever before. The king has cancelled several private commitments to remain by her side during treatment. The younger royals have also reportedly reached out to express their concern. Even Prince Harry, who has long had a strained relationship with his stepmother, is said to have been in touch. Sources suggest that he has offered words of support, recognizing the gravity of the moment and setting aside past tensions for the sake of family unity. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla's own children and grandchildren have rallied around her, visiting more frequently and offering emotional support. The royal family, often criticized for its cold traditions, is revealing a rare glimpse of genuine human connection in these trying times. As Queen Camilla says goodbye to her role in public life, her legacy is being rewritten in real time. No longer just the woman who stood beside Prince Charles during a turbulent time in royal history, she is now seen as a symbol of endurance. Someone who, despite public backlash, health issues, and personal pain, managed to rise, support the monarchy, and eventually win the quiet respect of millions. There's talk within royal circles about how Camilla's experience might shape the future role of consorts in the monarchy. Her vulnerability and authenticity in facing her diagnosis may become a turning point in how royals are viewed, not as untouchable elites, but as human beings with real fears, real struggles, and real courage. With Queen Camilla stepping back, the royal family is once again facing a pivotal moment. Questions about succession, support roles, and who might step in to assist King Charles are intensifying. Will Princess Anne take on more public duties? Could Kate Middleton, already battling her own health concerns, be expected to bear even more responsibility? These are questions the public is eager to explore, but the immediate concern remains with Camilla and her recovery. Her exit from the spotlight is not just the loss of a royal figurehead, it is the loss of a deeply emotional and stabilizing presence within a family that is already navigating uncertain waters. For now, all eyes remain on Buckingham Palace. Updates about Queen Camilla's condition are scarce, as expected. The royal family has requested privacy, and the public seems willing to oblige. But that doesn't mean hearts aren't breaking quietly across the world. Every day, royal watchers hope for good news, some sign of improvement, some glimpse of the Queen returning to the balcony, waving beside King Charles once more. But as the silence stretches, many are beginning to accept the new reality. The Queen is saying goodbye, not with a crown, not with a grand speech, but with a quiet retreat into privacy, guided by love, family, and courage. As we close this emotional chapter for today, let us send our thoughts and best wishes to Queen Camilla and the entire royal family during this difficult time. Let us remember her not for the controversies of the past, but for her quiet strength, her loyalty, and the grace with which she served her country.